my dear Pisces. This is a bonus reading for the second half of July 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I am doing this reading in the order of most liked videos from previous readings published for July, and I'm trying to do as many as possible of these before I will go into retreat over the weekend. And this will be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you this is you, it can as well be the person or situation you are dealing with. Use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading. And for this reading, I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto de Angelis. And I will start shuffling your cards. So my dear Pisces, see what's going on with you. Five of Swords and a Page of Wands. Maybe some of you have said some hasty words to someone, or some hasty words have been said to you. The Page of Wands is very enthusiastic, but can sometimes go overboard with their enthusiasm. And the Five of Swords is war. So, okay. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Nine of Swords with the Five of Swords. So whomever said this a little bit spiteful words, or maybe made some kind of deed that didn't look that good, is probably having a lot of guilt right now. So with the Page of Wands, we can either do or say something maybe reckless sometimes. I don't know exactly. It can be different from different people here, but the one that said it regrets it, okay? Whatever they said that was a little bit hostile, they regret it. It doesn't have to be hostile either. It can be a situation where we try to win something. So still the same outcome. We tried and maybe it failed, and now we feel ashamed for even trying. So it can be this as well. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we see the Wheel of Fortune with the Five of Swords in the reverse. So I want to see what's going on with the Five of Swords thing here. The Wheel of Fortune, it says that, so now you roll the dice, or this person has rolled the dice. Not much to do about it now. And don't laugh at me, it's very difficult to shuffle hearts. Not much to do about it now. It's what it is, okay? And with the Five of Swords in the reversed here, it might be that maybe we can change this situation. Maybe we can put in some new input here by, for example, calling the person up, or doing something to adjust the injustice that was made. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And here we have a lot of butterflies. And the third eye is kind of tingling there. So I think the Divine is telling you how you can right this wrong, or they're telling this other person how they can right this wrong. So that's a good thing. So we're getting advice here how to, fix it, how to roll the dice once more and maybe get an even worse outcome. We can never know. It's like going in darkness, but if the third eye tingles like that, it means something. So, 6 elements. Well, Five of Swords with the Tower. Yeah, why don't make it worse? While we are at it, we can make it worse. It's fine. It's already a mess to start with, so why don't make it worse? Okay, I'm kidding, but it's what it looked like. So I call the Divine with Love and Light. I already said that. I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Pisces viewers. And I want my dear Pisces to have love in their lives and to walk on their highest path towards their highest destiny. Okay, so love reading. Are you ready? I will just tune in for a few seconds here. So it seems like someone is somewhat self-destructive here. Even when the third eye tingles, they manage to do something to screw up the situation. I'm so intrigued to see what this can be. And this is your behavior or attitude towards your other person. Significant other might be, doesn't have to be a love relationship, can it be any kind of relationship. Use it to whatever you want. And so this is your behavior and attitude towards them, the outcome, and their behavior and attitude towards you. And this is your feelings for them, common energies, like the bond between you two, and their feelings towards you there. And this is what's on your conscious mind about them, and this is and the situation, what's on their conscious mind about you. So we have death here. So yes, there was some kind of argument, and it led to what usually like war, and then it's a lot of dead people. So a Page of Cups and a Ace of Cups. The Page of Cups is actually holding the Ace of Cups, and we have an Ace of Wands there as well. So I think someone kind of meant well, but they did something that was that had consequences. It had consequences. I don't know, they meant well, but they might have been over emotional, or maybe they wanted to hide their emotion, act all tough, even though there was love here. And then they acted all cool, and they just destroyed the situation. It's like sending diplomats to another country and making that diplomats gone rampage on the streets when you try to be nice to that person. Or more common, maybe being in love with someone, and then at the schoolyard and not being able to express it, and instead doing some stupid shit towards that person, at least to make them notice you. So something similar to that. And this is feelings back and forth. Oh, love. So, and the Four of Wands, yes, no relationship, and this tormention. I think someone has a very great patience with someone other that is a screw up. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Someone is a screw up, and the other person has a lot of patience for this, but it's kind of wearing on them, and they are starting to think that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. They seem to just, make a mess of everything. I don't know if I will stay on board on this relationship. So, attitudes and behaviors. Six of Wands in reversed. So someone tried to act real cool and all sassy, and I know my streets and all this, but they didn't have if they had a big mouth, they didn't have the action to kind of meet up with the big mouth. And here this someone is a person here thinking, oh God, what did I just let into my living room here? Very bitter cat also. So someone tried to act all cool, and they weren't really cool at all. Actually, they don't know what they are doing, is what I'm seeing. So sometimes we shouldn't, if we feel vulnerable, it's better to show vulnerability than to try act all cool, because it's more authentic and more easy. If we're trying to play something that we're not, we are sure going to screw up. So if we're nervous, we say that we're nervous. If we feel cool, we can be cool. If we feel in love, we show love. Okay, it's simple math. Okay. So what's on your conscious mind about them? Eight of Cups in the reversed. Eight of Cups in the reversed. It's like you want to get away, but you're also thinking about going back. So we just had this death here, and now you're thinking of going back. Eight of Cups is actually Pisces. Maybe this is hard on you emotionally, and you have a hard time, acting logic in this situation. So what's on their conscious mind about you? Queen, and it's the Empress in the reversed. So it seems like they are looking at you and seeing that you are not available. It's not a big mystery, because with the Eight of Cups you have probably walked away, With the Eight of Cups in the reversed, however, you are thinking of going back, and on their conscious mind, it's like you are not available to them. You are not there. You can't fulfill their needs. So that's a problem for them, of course. And death here. Death is Emperor. We had the Empress there. 13, 1 plus 3, 4. So it's connected to the Emperor card. So it might be a very significant relationship here going on. But someone is a screw up, most definitely. And the other one seems to have a awful lot of patience with the screwing up, okay? And the situation, 7 of Cups in the reversed. So no one is sure about anything. This is not very professional of either of you. Okay. So one person, they can't be authentic. Even if God whispered in their ear, they couldn't be authentic. Because they're trying to be someone that they are not. The other person is somewhat a little bit more sensible, but they are too forgiving. They see right through the illusion, and they still want to stay with the illusion. So, that's not healthy, okay? I will take a little bit oracle card to see what's up with the Pisces side of things here. Okay. So, tears, a lot of tears here, but beautiful pink healing energy. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So I think someone is in love with a person that's a little bit of a screw up. And they wish the person wouldn't be a screw up. And they are ready to kind of forgive everything that they screw up. Because they can't accept losing the person. So the love is more important than the judgment in this situation. But the card here is advising you to accept the truth, okay? At least accept that you're in love with the screw up, and we can go from there. So if you see this, maybe you can decide, okay, I consciously will continue forgiving this person. And this is what it will cost me. Or you can decide, I will consciously not forgive this person because the price is too big. So at least you know then what basis you are building your decisions on, in just thinking, but oh, they are so cute. They are so darn cute. Even if they screw up all the time, they make me tingly. So... Oh, love, it's blind, really. In this case, very, very blind. So, your feelings for them. And we have a King of Cups here. They are your heart's true desire. You feel them in... I'm hearing a song here. Feel it in my fingers. I don't know what song that is. But maybe it's old. There's how this feelings shows, or something like that. There's how this feeling shows. Well, I can't be certain to find that song for you, but if I do, I will put it in the description box. So wherever you go, you feel them. So that's what convinces you that you need to forgive all the screw-ups. Okay, they are the man or the woman of your heart, and I think that you have almost put them in a role of being your father, or it can be mother as well. But I think this person has father issues, that one has mother issues. I have learned doing this spread for a short time. I did another version of it earlier, but now I have put this outcome cards and whatnot here, and I've learned now that this is the feminine side and this is the masculine side of the reading, it seems. So you can read it like that as well. For some of you that will be more accurate. This is your common energies, and this is their feelings towards you. And we have a 9 of Cups, so they are sulking because you don't fulfill their needs anymore. You did it before, so what's happened? This is very similar to the Virgo reading that had, but it's often all the sun signs are going through, or the signs in general are going through the same thing, but they just have different parts to play in it. And so I think you fed this person a lot before, and now you don't. So you cooked a lot of dinners to me before. Why don't you do it anymore? It's because you have started to, a little think that maybe I'm being used in this situation. Maybe. And this person is thinking, why aren't you allowing me to use you? We had such a wonderful collaboration here. We still have a wonderful collaboration. If you keep giving me dinner, and with dinner I can mean a lot of things. It can be that your door is always open for them. You always bring them presents, even though they never return them. You always give them love, small compliments or small notes everywhere, and you never see the same thing because they are busy screwing up. Okay, so common energies, and we have an 8 of Pentacles. So there's no cooperation here, and you have seen this, but what to do when you love them so much? 8 of Pentacles in the reversed. I think you need to go back to your childhood and heal your childhood patterns with your parents, become your own parent. So this is kind of advising you to go back in time and, fix that first pentacle that went wrong and that screw up the whole production of all your relationships. So you need to go back, meditation, regression therapy, hypnosis, inner child therapy, inner child meditation, going back to childhood meditation, whatever it takes, do whatever it takes. Because when we are kids, we love our parents unconditionally because we are dependent on them for our livelihood. And this seems to have followed you into adulthood, but now the people that you're with, you're putting them in the role of the parent, and you think that you will die without them. So you're kind of doing whatever it takes to be with this person, even when they are screwing up a lot of things in your life or not fulfilling your needs at all. It seems like they are a little bit spoiled here and just want you to fulfill their needs. They are not even thinking what they should do for you. Okay. So when I said feminine and masculine, it doesn't mean that this is the male on this side. It can be the female that's acting very male in a situation, like a go grabber and where's my dinner and all this. It can be a girl as well as a boy. It's just we have this yin and yang game going on. Okay, so your behavior or attitude towards them, and we have a Page of Swords. So I'm happy with this. You know what's wrong. It's just that you don't want to say it. You are scared of the consequences, what will happen if you say to them to their face that they are a screw up and that they need to, cut their hair and get a job or whatever. Okay. So with the Page of Swords, I think this is who you were when you came. You saw that your parents was, they didn't act sane in all situations, but you realized you depended on them for your survival. So you pretended you didn't see or hear a thing, and you kept quiet about it because no one was really happy when you told them the truth to their face. The small children should shut up and not be so smart. They are too smart these days, your parents said. and now you still shut up about all the things you see. That's out of order. It's out of order, Pisces. You need to put them back into order to tell people how to behave. It's not, you shouldn't allow this much difficulty into your life. If you make an effort, they need to make an effort. In other case, it's not a relationship. It's you having a bed and breakfast for someone. So this is the outcome, and this is their feelings for you. And they are very high and dry with this. So it's the Lovers in the reverse. So they just think that they will punish you for not giving them what you gave them before. So now you will see how awful it will be when you are not fulfilling their every whim or need. So I think this person is always allowed in your home. They can come whenever they want. You are not allowed in their home. And if you live together, they are allowed to do a lot of different things that you are not allowed to do. And you know it. And they think it's like it should be. That they like to be on the pedestal. They like to be very well treated. And you don't take leadership over this. So you thought you had a parent, but you actually have a spoiled kid. So that's what you have made with this situation. 6 of Wands in reversed. No leadership. And you have the leadership. You could grow into leadership. This is just a page. But it's because you have shut up since you were a kid. You saw that your parents screwed up at times. But you were too gracious to say it. And you learned to be very patient with people that did a lot of screwing up. And now I would urge you to train to at least see it for yourself, like notice for yourself that, well, this person is screwing up a lot. Then eventually you might be able to tell them that if you do that, it will go badly. And then afterwards you can say, I told you so. So this is what you need to practice on, my dear Pisces. Okay, and this is the outcome. And we have Emperor here, and we have Death there. So you're asked to become the emperor. Okay, someone needs to be the parent in this situation. You are thinking that they are your parents, so you're turning them into a spoiled brat. So what you need to do is to become the parent instead. Become the parent. I will take a last card for their inaction here, what that means. Are they going to continue being this lazy? It's like a fat cat doesn't have to hunt. You know, if you're full, if you have, it's like you have filled them with love so they don't have to go on a hunt for years. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I don't know about that, but I think I don't see them accepting this. The only one that's available to accept anything, it's you. So you need to accept that they are a screw up, and then we will see some transformation. Until then, they will just continue being this spoiled. So you can't expect any help from them at the moment. I'm sorry. So what are you advised to do then with this? And remember, if you're a cross watcher, might be the other way around. Pisces might be the screw up. Okay, you are dreaming of this lovely Pisces, and they are very spoiled. So it can be in that way too. Animal bond and dolphin. So it's a lot of animals here. That's interesting. It's from the Mystical Wisdom card deck. Yes, thank you. I needed a book. Animal bond. I'm tired. I have read a lot today. I'm trying to do as many of these bonus readings also to not make too many people disappointed with me. Animal bond. You have a special relationship with animals. I'm not saying that the person you're with are an animal. The divine is. The world needs you to stand up and have a voice for all animals on the planet. Help protect the wildlife and rescue animals when you can. Give a donation or get involved online. Volunteering your spare time to animal shelters would be greatly rewarding. This may be just the time for you to save a cat or a dog from the shelter and give it a loving home. I share my love with animals and the world. So, apart from my joke there in the beginning, I think that the divine sees your struggle in a relationship and kind of advise you to get a cat or a dog instead. They are more loyal, okay? And they kind of screw up a lot too. Like they can, for example, do their needs where they are not supposed to. But I think it will be a vacation compared to all the nourishment that you have given to this person, and they just, it's actually your fault. You are elevated them, and now they are flying high in the sky, and you can't take them down. They are so full of themselves. Maybe it's not only you that have spoiled them. Imagine that the whole world have spoiled them. What that have done to their mind they think that they are royal or that they deserve this. So you need to get a cat and a dog instead, and maybe, you know, instead of focusing on this relationship, you can heal the world, do something useful with your time, instead of wasting all your efforts to spoil this person even more. And we have a dolphin, which is also an animal. So I have actually not seen that much animal cards in this deck before, but they were here, obviously. So dolphin, don't worry, be happy. The dolphin has the spiritual ability to uplift your spirits with its friendly, playful nature. Escape from the stress of life by being more relaxed and doing more of what you enjoy. Pursue your creative passions and use your energy in a more productive way. Try not to worry about issues you have no control over. The worrying can become a habit, so by taking a more relaxed and laid-back attitude, you can conquer your stress and become more calm and content. I love to be playful and let go of worry. So, they are a screw up, you aren't, okay? So, you don't have to be sad. You don't have to be depressed or worried or, you know, feeling down on your luck. You have a lot of good abilities to build a very beautiful life for yourself. If you start to focus on the things that actually give you something in return, instead of focus on the things that give you nothing, okay, more than grief and heartache and sorrows and more problems, okay. So my dear Pisces, I'm sorry I was hard on you, but it was necessary. You need to, you know, wake up and not give your time and effort to screw-ups. Okay, give it to things that matters, things that's important, things that will actually have a lasting value. Here it's like giving pearls to pigs. That's an animal too, but they don't need pearls. Okay, they need carrots and whatnot. So okay, I guess you might have questions still. If you do, you can go to my channel. Just click my little head down below the circle and you will come to the first page of my channel. There you can scroll down just a little and see the pick a card readings. Scroll down. With the pick a card readings, you can choose one that seem to fit your situation and then choose the pile or the cards that stick out, and you can get more information about this situation, what you should do, what you can expect the other person to do, and so on and so forth. There's also the general readings for July there, so you can check them out too. Maybe this will give even more light on this situation or some other situation that you actually wanted help with, but you got help with this time. Okay, so my dear Pisces, we'll start with the general readings also on the 15th on Monday when I come back from the retreat. So until then, bye-bye.